Hello, and today we're going to do a spray ink tutorial, and I have a pumpkin here. I know it's a little off season, but I wanted to just show you some cool ideas for some spray inks. I did get some spray inks from Michaels. They have these kind. They are called Distress Oxide. They have a whole bunch of different kinds that you can get. And I got a 3-pack of these. I have these here, but I also am going to be using these kind. These are the spray inks. My friend actually makes them, and if you're interested in getting these, I can put the link in my group so you can see these. I'll make a special post if you wanted to order any. She does ship them. Not sure on the price. I think there's a couple dollars each. But I wanted to show you those. So today we are going to make a pumpkin. I went ahead and made one ahead of time. I made this one with the yellow, and then this is the orange, and this is the walnut and the olive. And then what I also did was I cut up, I have a map, and it's just an old map, and I just used the decoupage, and I put that on there. But what I also did was I spray inked over the top of the map to give it kind of like that distressed look. I'm not sure if you can see that. And I put some over here, and then I spray inked on here. Just kind of makes it look like it's antiqued. I also sprayed a little bit on the flourishes. I just used chalk paint on these. And then how I got the edges to look like that, I used these inks. They're called archival inks. So I just take the edges, and I'm going to show you how to do that. You just take this, it's like a stamp pad, and you're just going to rub on the edges. All right. So, okay. So we'll go ahead and get started. So I have this pumpkin here, and we can make something totally different than the one that I already made. I just wanted to kind of practice. I also want to show you something really cool that I did. I just practiced on a piece of scrap. And this is, I'm not sure if you can see that, but it's really neat. I just took a stamp. I just grabbed any stamp, but if you make your own stamps, that's really, really neat. I want to try to do that. But I just grabbed just one of these stamps that I bought at the store. And I used this special ink. It's clear ink. And this is it here. Clear ink. And they sell this at Michael's. And I just put this on my stamp. And I stamped it on here. I just stamped. And then I use this stuff. It is, try to read it on here. It's kind of hard to see. It is, it's embossing powders. And what you do is you just pour it on, and then you just wipe off the excess. You don't want to like rub it with your finger. You just want to tap it off. And then what you're going to do is you're going to use a heat gun. And I have one of these here, and you're just gonna like go over it gently with a heat gun, and then it melts that right on there, and it puts the print right on there. So that's a really cool way to add a little bit of extra to your project. All right, so that's something fun to try. We'll try to give that a shot today. Hi, Pamela. All right, so that's something fun I really wanted to try for today. So I'm going to show you how to use the spray inks. So I'm going to go ahead and start. I'm not going to do too much today. But this is the orange. Just want to shake them up before you use them. Bad connection. My connection keeps cutting out. Okay. So this is the orange. And I'm going to go ahead. I'm just going to take these other pieces away. I'm just using a little scrap piece here. And you can tell this is some well-used paper towel. You don't want to get this on your counter. I mean, it doesn't stain. You can wipe it up pretty easily. So they also sell these fun little daubers. So I just put a fresh one on of these. And I reuse them because why not? Just rinse them off and reuse them. They do sell packs of the little pieces. So you can just, they're Velcro, and they just come right off. And you can stick them right back on. So they sell those at Michael's too. Make sure that you shake them up real good. And you're going to spray the spray ink right on here. So there's that. I like to just kind of dab it on here just to get it really into the wood. And that looks really, really sharp. And they come in all different colors. They're really neat. So what I want to do, because I think like, oh, that's really bright. I don't know if I want to do such a bright color. So I want to kind of like antique it. So I'm going to use these fun, like these, they're kind of like, they're distressing inks. So they come in like all different colors. This is the one I got. They come in a 4-pack at Michael's. I think they were like $11.99. I like the espresso one. It's the ground espresso. And you want to store these upside down like this so that they don't dry out. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to take this. I know it's really hard to see because my sun is coming in just the right angle. So I'm going to try to show you so that you can see it really well. I'm going to try it. So you're going to take it on like a 45-degree angle, and you're going to want to get those edges. Isn't that neat? And you can really kind of get it all on those edges. Kind of just distresses it. And if you want to do a little bit more, you can. Like if you want more of the orange to show through, if you want just on the edges. But these are really fun. And like maybe I want a little bit more. Maybe I'm gonna like really distress it. I'm gonna just lightly go over the top, very lightly and gently. And now you got that really cool like distress look. So that looks really sharp. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just kind of gently, lightly go over it. That looks pretty neat. And when you're happy with that look, you just kind of finish up. There we go. There we are. And when you're satisfied, there you have it. And when I was all done with mine, after I had it all put together, I took the walnut and I just sprayed it over the whole thing because I was like, wow, that looks really cool. So, and we did another tutorial on that decoupage. I just used an old map. I thought an old map would look really cool. You can take old books, you can cut them up, put them on there. You can actually just cut those right on the laser too. You can put that decoupage right on your wood and then cut it right on the laser. Make sure that you seal it and wait for it to dry before you go ahead and cut it. And then when you get that burned edge, some people really like that, and it gives you that extra, you know, that antiquing look that you're going for. So there's that piece there. So if I come back, like this might look really cool. Let's see. So I'm going to come back to my piece, and there we have it. So there's that one piece there, and that's looking really sharp. So there's our first piece. And I'm like, maybe I want to do a big piece of maybe brown. Do some really nice fall colors. So I'm going to come back to that. I'm going to go with the walnut. And I even have red. There's so many great colors. Like I have like olive, and I have, let's see. I'm gonna go with the walnut. So this is the walnut. And I like to do my stands in it. It really looks like you stained it. It's like a stain. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray this on. My sprayer's running a little, getting a little squirty. So I'm just gonna go ahead. And I left a little bit of that orange on here. I like to dab it off a little, but I like to have the colors kind of mixed together a little bit because it makes it a little bit more fun. But I like to dab it off on the paper towel. So there's my next piece. Now I might want to make this a little bit more smoky. So I'm gonna add more of that ink, that distressing ink. So I'm gonna add that on the edge again. I really like how it gives that dimension. And you can also use the sandpaper to really distress it, but it's really fun. I'm really enjoying these. I'm glad I picked these up yesterday. I thought they were really cool. And so I'm gonna just keep going. I hope you can see these okay. And I know it's really hard to see. Yeah, grab those at Michael's next time you're there, Andrea. All right. So just go ahead and just dab it right on there. I know my lighting is really bad, Just the way the sun's finally shining today, and I was like, oh great, but now it's coming right through my kitchen window where I had this all set up. So that looks really, really neat. Okay. That looks fun. And you just want to gently kind of drag it across if you really want to do some really fun effects. Make it look like it's kind of like scraped across the top. That's really neat. It looks so much better in real life. All right. So I'm just gonna kind of go like that. So just kind of give it like that really antiqued look. So that's a really fun look. And this is just all spray inks. And it really looks like you're, you know, you stained it like that. So I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna add that to my project. And there's our next piece. And these are really fun to do. And they really only take seconds. I'm just taking my time to explain everything, but they really only take a few seconds to do each one. So, and then if you want to go ahead and add some like Mod Podge and do some like different like patterns in between, you can, and change the colors up. It's really, really fun. So we have all that. Alrighty. So does anybody have any questions while we're here? That's just like kind of a little brief overview on spray inks. I can keep going if you guys want to keep going, but I wanted to definitely show you how to use spray inks. They are really, really fun. Some other kind of neat techniques. They have like these like white, and what you can do, what I like to do is I take the sprayer right out, and I kind of just take my finger and I kind of just tap like this over the top and give it like a really cool effect. So you can see like it gives like those splatter look. So that's something neat you can do with the white. You can also do it with the black. It's really cool. So that's something fun to do with spray inks. And those are the permanent ones. They're labeled as permanent. So that way it really pops. It has more pigment in it. All right. So those are all the things I was going to show you today. But I'm going to cut this a little short. I just had some family things going on right now, so I don't want to stick around too long today. So I definitely didn't want to cancel today, but wanted to at least do the live today. And I will pop on again hopefully soon, and let me know in the comments like what other kind of tutorials you'd like to see. All right, talk to you soon. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.